Hi everybody, it's Rhiannon. This video is super late. It has been probably one of the busiest weeks I've had in a while. No sleep and winding down of my husband's vacation, and I never get a lot of time to myself because I'm trying to spend time with him. So this week's topic was to create your own topic, and I wanted to kind of go over really quick what I do for some of my candles. Candle dressing and things like that. And so first I'm going to show you this one. And this one is the candle that I did for Rhiannon. Now around that is a bracelet that I made. It's quartz and I have that going around it. I have a ribbon for her that was anointed with oil. I believe at the time it was rose oil is what I put around that one. This one I made a long time ago. And what I do is, I don't even think you can see it now. I will anoint the top with oils, and I will also sprinkle in herbs. Most of them have either been burned away or they are settled deep in that wax. You can't even see them anymore. And a lot of times what I try to do with any kind of candle that I do for the goddess or the god that I'm working with is I incorporate myself and them in the same candle. So for instance, if the deity that you're working with, calls for rose buds, you would put rose buds. And if there's an herb that you are drawn to all the time, you would mix that with it. A lot of the times, I put lavender in every single thing that I do. I've always been drawn to lavender, and if that deity in particular has lavender as one of its correspondences, then I will choose another correspondence of theirs to mix in. So I have that one. And then over here, I did these for, and I've got to fix that one because I lost one of my jewels. But I did these for the god and goddess on my altar. And that's just done with these little stickers that you can get at Michael's, and they are relatively cheap. I think they're either 99 cents or they're $2. The candles were really cheap. The candles I got at Walmart. And I do the same thing. I don't necessarily put a particular oil because these are for kind of like what I call my corners. They're gosh, this thing is focusing so bad. Anyway, so I do have something that's more feminine in this one and more masculine in this one when it comes to oil. And the same thing with the herbs that I use. And then here, this one took a little bit more time. This is the one that I did for Thor. With this one was a lot of fun actually because I got to carve things into it, and I've done that a lot. And I've got plans to do another one to make for myself, to represent myself for health and all of that. But what I do is I swear to God, I think it is a corn skewer. But I used this, and I'd had them in my drawer for years and we never used them. I think they were actually given to us, and I can't eat corn on the cob. So anyway, I decided to use that because I had a really sharp edge to carve the rune for Thor inside of this candle. And then when you're done, you take whatever oil you're using and you rub the candle with it. And then I took gold glitter for Thor and I put it inside of it, inside of the etching, and the oil let the glitter stay inside of the etching without an issue. I also coated the top with it. I put a couple of herbs on top. I think they're mostly gone now. They are gone. But I would, that's something that I do on a regular basis. And it's fun to do. It's very therapeutic to do that too. That's how I dress my candles. I'm not exactly, I'm so sorry. This is so out of focus. Anyway, I'm still working on doing more when it comes to colors. I've seen, there's a witchy shop here that I have that actually has a candle dressing class. And those classes kind of teach you how to really get in depth with your decorations and things. And I'm really looking forward to possibly one day getting to take that class because the candles that they do you can pay them to do those candles for you. And the candles that the guy does, they're absolutely beautiful. And he does teach a class that shows you how to do those. And I would love to be able to learn how to do that. And when I do, maybe I can come back and share it with you. But this one is probably my favorite because it was more hands-on and I got to draw into it. And I'm not an artist by any means. I'm actually really bad. But it does help when you have a point on it. So anyway, these are just a few ideas that you could do for candle dressing. I know some people, for whatever reason, these a lot of the times are more expensive than if you're getting the ones with the glass, because you can get the ones with the glass at Walmart for like $2. But sometimes your pillars like this cost $3 and $4, sometimes $5, depending on where you go, and sometimes even more than that if you're going to other stores that are a little fancier, because you're looking for something in particular. But that's just a little quick idea of how to decorate things that are outside of a candle glass and inside of a candle glass. I hope it was beneficial to you. If you have any tips on how you decorate your own candles, I would love to hear about them, because this is probably one of my favorite things to do, is to work with candles, and that's in just about anything. My spell work, everything, I tend to use my candles. I've always been drawn to those. So let me know, and I will see you guys next week on time. I will be on time. And thank you guys for being patient this week. Blessed be.